The rough life made me fearless. I was never afraid to do anything, never afraid to stand up, to give a speech, never afraid to answer a question. Growing up, we didn't have money. Mom was mom, but mom was also dad too. So if money don't be made, bills don't get paid. It was a lot on her. When I got ready to transition into high school, I wanted to give up then. Our family was going through a lot of different struggles. My adolescent years were kind of hard. I dealt with a lot of trauma as a kid, emotional and physical and sexual abuse by my stepfather. It was very hard, to want to keep motivated.
But she was rowdy back then. She was kind of a little turned up, if you know what that means. And she finally, one night I got a phone call, and it was like, Nikki might not make it home.
That evening, she said she was going to her mom's house, and there had been some altercations prior to that evening. So I knew she was going over there to get involved with something.
Long story short, I got into a fight. That fight proceeded into a bigger problem in which people got shot. Here I am, 18 years old, about to go to college. Now I have a gun charge, attempted murder charge. When she was incarcerated, the lawyer told her that taking the plea offer was the best thing for her because she was facing 25 years. And my sister's so loyal. Like, she didn't even do the crime, and she pleaded. I was out. I was like, okay, now I'm going to go to college.
She and I sat down and talked about it, and I said, listen, whatever you need to do, I'm behind you. So, we took out parent student loans, and I signed for those. I said, you're going to college.
You went from doing this, getting into that, to this? Like, how did you, man, what made you, and I started looking back on things like, okay, that's what changed her. I remember she was doing this. I remember these things because I was there with most of the things she was going through. So it's like, okay, it took those bumps and bruises to mold her into what she is.
So I majored in politics and economics. And so I worked my butt off. I graduated as if I never was locked up. So I actually graduated a semester early, but technically I graduated with my class. Everything was going great, and I was so happy and excited. I remember coming out, I had an offer with Northrop Grumman for $85,000 being an analyst. That's big money for a young person. But I had a security clearance problem. I couldn't pass my background check. It was hard for her to really get into, these corporations with the felony conviction. And here I am going on interviews, but now when they see me, they're looking at me like I'm a criminal. As soon as they come back with my background check, they're talking to me different. It was just some of the most insulting things I've experienced in corporate America. I think that's really what jump-started her to be an entrepreneur and go into business for herself and be her own boss. So it was great. And I started having kids in the process of things, but it was okay, because I was a go-getter and I was doing my thing. We were making money, living in nice houses.
Yes, she was doing very well. And then all of a sudden, it's like she was undermined by people that she trusted. She lost all of her accounts. I saw a change in her. She was becoming very quiet and very introverted, which is not Nykia.
And so even though I had my 6 months of reserves, it went fast. It went really, really fast, and I found myself in a homeless situation. I couldn't pay my bills, lost things, and I really wanted to give up. I just wanted to give up. I couldn't believe this was happening, but I couldn't because I had 2 children. I had 2 children that were depending on me. They were wondering why we're not living in our house. Where are our things? Why are they in their storage place? I was there with her, I watched her kids while she went and drove Lyft, as well as, when she came back to the extended stay, she was on the laptop, just clicking away. I started to learn and study about real estate investing. I stumbled over some stuff that Lee had advertised, and I said, we'll give this a try. I closed out a lawsuit with my kids' school. I took that money and I reinvested it all into real estate. Yeah, all of it. And people thought, my folks thought I was crazy. I said, no. I said, I have to make this, I have to multiply it. And I did. And I did one of my best deals ever. I made more money on one deal than I ever made in my entire life. And it was capable with the tools that I learned with Lee. We did a full flip from the East Coast on the West Coast.
Without ever going to the West Coast.
Yeah. I remember I knew we had something real good when Lee offered me $50,000 for that wholesale. Remember that?
Yep.
He offered me $50,000. I remember I called you up. I was like, girl, Lee called me, told me he'd give me $50,000 for a piece of paper. I said, I can't let this one go.
He wants us too bad.
He wants it too bad. It's too good. Yeah.
And we worked it out.
Yeah. And we sold at $30,000 over what the market would ask for. There are a lot of different influencers and mentors in the real estate industry. Okay. And I'm not trying to throw anybody underneath the bus. Okay. Because everybody has their own value. But there are some people that uphold integrity. And Lee absolutely upholds integrity. And one of the things I like that Lee has done is that he's curated in his systems and some of his contracts ways to protect you or myself as us, the investors, so that way we don't get swindled out here in the market. You know, and he's made it so, the tool so easy. We can send offers right from our phone.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why offers can't be sent out. I like the way that the luxury we have. We could be on the beach closing the deal. A lot of people have asked me, is this real? Am I real? Did this really happen? And I think, well, first of all, it is. But I think the reason why there's so much skepticism is because it's unheard of. Right? It seems miraculous, and it is.
She's been knocked down so many times, but each time she just get back up.
She never let those kind of things deter her from moving forward and getting what she wants out of life.
Having to follow the rules and regulations and make someone else money doesn't make sense, you know? Her making her own money and having her money make money, you know, that's where her mind was.
Whatever she sets out to do as far as setting her goals, she gets them done.
She's a phenomenal woman, and I'm so proud of her.
Look at my life now. I am in a $500,000 house. I'm currently pregnant with twins, and I'm single. I'm a single mom. I pay my bills. We go out to eat. We travel. We have fun, and we get to live the life and do the things that we want to do. And I get to be home with my 2-year-old. We are so blessed to have this lifestyle that we have. And, you know, I just hope that other people will take advantage and learn this trade so they too can have that same freedom. That's why I'm so appreciative for Lee. I am, because he provides so much knowledge and he gives it away for pennies on a dollar. He really does, you know, to people that have a desire, you know, that really want to change their life and learn, you know, and he himself has his own story. So he's an inspiration. You know, and I want to be inspiration to other people as well. If I can do it, you can do it. That's for sure.